Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today, we are diving into a topic that is often overlooked but incredibly important. Can you still accumulate merit by worshipping and making offerings in a temple without a resident monk? Many people have different opinions on this, and the answer might surprise you. This issue touches on temple management, traditional Buddhist practices, and how we accumulate merit through offerings. It's a fascinating topic, and we'll unpack it together. To start, let's break down what offerings and merit truly mean in Buddhism. Offerings in Buddhism refer to the act of giving material support, like food, clothes, or financial contributions, to the Buddha, Bodhisattvas, monks, or temples. The purpose behind these offerings is not just to receive blessings for one's personal life but to accumulate positive karma, fostering a connection with the divine and with all beings. Offerings are also seen as a sign of respect to the teachings of Buddha and a practice that brings about spiritual growth. But what happens when a temple doesn't have a resident monk to lead prayers and teachings? In the Buddhist tradition, the temple is not only a place for offerings but a center for learning and spiritual development. The presence of monks who lead ceremonies, recite sutras, and guide the teachings is a critical part of what makes a temple a place of spiritual power. Monks serve as spiritual leaders and teachers, ensuring that the temple's function as a hub for Buddhist practice remains intact. But, in cases where a temple lacks a resident monk either temporarily or permanently, can worshippers still benefit spiritually from making offerings and praying in that temple? This brings us to a critical insight. The accumulation of merit does not solely depend on the presence of a resident monk. In Buddhism, the act of offering is fundamentally about the practitioner's intent and sincerity. It is about cultivating good thoughts, good actions, and a pure heart. Regardless of whether a monk is present, if a person worships the Buddha with true devotion, recites his prayers with a sincere heart, and performs acts of kindness and generosity, they will accumulate merit. In fact, the merit gained from offerings and prayers is connected to the individual's commitment to the practice and their ability to embody the principles of Buddhism in their everyday life. However, the role of monks and their teachings is still significant. While an individual can accumulate merit on their own, the function of a temple with a resident monk goes beyond offering space for personal worship. Monks play an essential role in maintaining the structure of the temple, leading ceremonies, and more importantly, offering deep spiritual insights and guidance. Their presence in the temple supports the collective spiritual growth of the community and ensures that the teachings of Buddha are passed on to the next generation. Without a monk to guide, the temple's teachings might lack the structure and depth that facilitate spiritual awakening for practitioners. So, while a temple without a monk might lack certain benefits in terms of structured teachings, it still retains its function as a sacred space for personal practice. As long as there is a Buddha statue, scriptures, and the foundational teachings of Buddhism in the temple, the merit accumulated by practitioners through their sincere offerings and prayers will still be valid. It's the intention and purity of the heart that truly determine the power of these acts. Buddhist teachings emphasize that true spiritual growth comes from within, and that merit can be accumulated through genuine faith and devotion, not simply by following rituals. The true essence of a temple lies not in the physical structure or the presence of a monk, but in the teachings and wisdom it carries. A temple is a place where one can practice mindfulness, reflect on their actions, and connect deeply with the Buddha's teachings. It's a space for spiritual growth, regardless of the absence of a resident monk. Even without a monk, if the practitioner's heart is filled with sincerity, their offerings will still be meaningful and powerful. Moreover, a temple without a resident monk can still be a center for communal practice, where like-minded individuals can come together and support each other in their spiritual journey. But as with all things in Buddhism, it's essential to reflect on the greater purpose of offerings. The act of offering is not merely a transaction or a way to accumulate rewards. Instead, It's a profound act of selflessness and a reminder that true spiritual fulfillment comes not from material possessions, but from giving without expecting anything in return. Offering with a pure heart and a sincere mind allows one to transcend the ego and deepen their connection with the Dharma. A temple without a resident monk might miss out on the formal teachings and guidance, but it remains a place where one can purify their heart, reflect on their actions, and practice the core principles of Buddhism. Whether or not a monk is present, it is the sincerity and intentions behind the act of offering that accumulate merit. When a practitioner offers with humility and respect, they are cultivating positive karma that benefits not just themselves, but the entire world. For those who might be seeking deeper guidance in such situations, it's crucial to remember that even without a resident monk, many temples offer the resources to study and reflect on Buddhist teachings. One can always turn to the sutras, meditative practices, and Buddhist texts to deepen their understanding and devotion. These practices are accessible and can be performed individually, ensuring that the temple remains a vibrant place for spiritual practice. In conclusion, a temple without a resident monk does not invalidate the ability to accumulate merit through offerings and worship. The key to this process lies in the practitioner's sincerity, heart, and devotion. Merit is accumulated not solely through rituals, but through the cultivation of positive intentions, actions, and selfless giving. A temple's true value lies in the space it offers for practitioners to grow spiritually, reflect on their actions, and connect with the teachings of Buddha. Whether with a resident monk or not, the temple remains a sacred space for personal transformation and spiritual awakening. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that this discussion has shed some light on this important topic and given you a deeper understanding of merit, offerings, and the role of temples in your spiritual journey. Please let me know your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to support the channel. Your support means a lot to me, and I look forward to bringing you more insightful content in the future.